and welcome to the Stressless Summit. Today, I'm talking with Danai Papadopoulou and Nicholas Calasanto from the Institute of Mindful Mentoring about mindfulness in school communities. Lovely to have you here.
Thank you, Eleni.
Thank you.
Happy to be here.
So let's dive in. I'd love for you to share with our audience your vision for school communities.
Our vision is, it has to do with spreading mindfulness around Greece and focusing on younger ages, pre-pubescent children, teenagers and young adults, as well as their support environment, their educators and their parents.
Yes, we think that this would be best done if it became part of the national curriculum, as it is being proposed in countries like the United States or England, where they have pilot schemes. Mindfulness has proven to have really beneficial results upon the school communities.
So it sounds like for IB schools, which are more independent and don't depend on the government to create their curriculum as a national curriculum, they could create pilot schemes in the younger years, pre-IB, before the final school years where everything starts to get really intense.
Yes, you have to start early. You see, if you start early working with mindfulness in a school environment, you end up creating like a mindful culture within the school, it's an environment, a mindful environment, and children grow in it. Their teachers grow in it with them, and it actually becomes their everyday life, and it helps them with everything. So by the time they're old enough to, face exams and that whole anxiety, they have already developed the tools to work with it.
The staff will be able to employ mindful tools to help keep their students on track, to help them calm, to help them concentrate and be more confident. Developing a mindful culture within schools is our vision.
It sounds like it's got multiple layers that staff would need to develop these tools if they don't practice them or are familiar with them already. And parents as well would need to be on board in order to create an environment where mindful learning can take place for the students.
Yes, and it's not only about learning and about knowledge as much as it has to do with well-being, actually, and with with coping with life. And because schools, thank God, we have very good schools here, and children learn well, they do well in exams. They're excellent teachers, but we don't have enough time devoted to helping children with life skills, basically.
Yes. Time and time again, we're hearing about increased stress levels of students.
Medication.
Yes, not feeling that they are performing at their best because they're under too much anxiety, that they're burdened or overwhelmed. And if that's happening at school, what's going to happen later after school in real life problems? And we believe that through mindful tools, we will have helped raise a mindful culture of confident, clear-minded people.
I love it. And what about benefits for the school community in the present moment? What would you say would be benefits that schools would gain from bringing mindfulness into their community?
First of all, it would be really important to develop an emotional alphabet within schools so that people can really be in touch with how they are feeling. Instead of just reacting, which generally is a cause of a lot of relationship problems, whether it's professional or personal, that mindfulness will give people the chance to choose how they are going to respond in specific situations. So introducing an emotional alphabet will help communications improve.
Yes, and how things function and run in general. But also it would help tremendously reduce stress levels within children, and it can help them focus and increase their concentration, because the more you do the mindfulness practice, the exercises, let's say, the more your actual brain develops. You know, there are studies that prove this now, and children can focus more, and they have more confidence, they have more motivation, they're generally more positive, as well as the adults that practice it with them and support them. And there are actually endless benefits, even physical, even your physical well-being improves when you practice it.
And I think that also an underlying element of mindfulness is the non-judgmental aspect of where you're kind to yourself, you're compassionate with yourself. And once you're compassionate with yourself, you're compassionate and understanding with others. So within a school environment, tasks, relationships, targets will run smoothly, efficiently.
Yes.
And
happily.
Yes, in an ambience of compassion and understanding.
Yeah, and that is so important, especially, you know, in schools that are feeling a lot of pressure with grades and exams, and feeling that the only thing that matters is grades now, because of this increasing almost global anxiety that seems to be spreading, of getting certain grades in order to get into a certain university, and all the pressure that comes with that.
It's not only grades, you know, it's also where they spend most of their day. You know, when we're children, we spend most of our day in school, and we finish school, and then it's just life, you know. And all we've learned there is information. Really, we also learn, you know, through our relationships there, but we don't really learn mindfully as part of our learning experience in school. How to be with one another, how to be with ourselves in a healthy way, and to be supported in it. And the other aspect of our work is the mentoring part, which has to do with mentoring within a community, you know, to infuse this environment with community values, and to help children realize themselves as community members, as equal members of a community with equal responsibilities and equal benefits, you know?
Equal worth.
And equal worth, yes. And doing this through mindfulness and mentoring is the way we have worked out to help.
So what would it look like if a school hired you guys to work with their school community?
Well, we offer programs that vary in length and depth, from introductory workshops to continuing weekly in-depth sessions. It depends on ages. We do two groups of ages, like older children, young teenagers. Yes. And older teenagers and young adults.
And also we work with our teachers, you know, or parents. We can help them employ tools of mindfulness at home or in the classroom.
Yes, so help have a smooth, mindful, ongoing dialogue where everybody is speaking the same language.
Yeah.
Which is crucial, so important. So is there anything else that you'd like to add before we wrap up?
Well, we just want to share that our lives have changed since we discovered mindfulness and started working and researching and practicing.
Yes, studying and practicing. It's been a few years now. And what we were left with one day when we realized that we were creating this harmonious environment between us and within us, and in our professional environments, is that we were wondering why we hadn't come across it sooner.
Yeah.
I mean, why should somebody wait
until they hit a wall, you know, and you're like 30, 40, and why to wait to bring positivity into your life, you know?
Exactly. I totally 100% agree. Thank you so much, guys, for taking the time to be with us here tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, Eleni.
Thank you, Eleni.
And for viewers, if we're watching this at home, make sure to click on the links below if you'd like to find out more about the work that Benai and Nicola are doing, and to reach out to them. And thank you for caring to find out more about what we can do to improve student and community well-being in IB Diploma schools. Enjoy the rest of your stay with us here on the summit. Take care. Until the next time.